We're back for another episode of the F1 2017 career mode, and we're hoping today to bounce back from what has been a complete and utter dismal form that we've found ourselves in. 3 retirements from the last 4 races, crashed out in Belgium, got screwed out of a podium in Italy, so we ended up finishing 5th, crashed out in Singapore from 2nd as well, and we crashed out as well in dire circumstances in Malaysia. Just like I said, I will post that video up. Just know that I drove like an absolute idiot in that race, and I probably deserved the retirement. Plus, I was struggling with the car through high-speed corners anyway, so it was a little bit of an issue. But like I said, we're back here at Japan, and we are starting 13th. Probably because I didn't really manage to hook up a really good lap. First lap was aborted due to a Sauber being parked on the apex at turn 1, so there wasn't really anything I could do except, you know, just accept my fate and have to go around, do a lap, and pray that I can nail it again on the second lap. Second lap was okay, but I felt like I lost a few tenths in the first sector, which is a little frustrating. But there we go. These things happen. These things happen. You've just got to learn to get on with it, and that is exactly what I'm doing. So it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Okay. 170 followers. Thank you, guys. That means the world to me. So what they expect? They expect us to finish 12th, and it is raining here in Japan. Now, I think I'm okay when it rains around here. I'd like to think that's the case, but more often than not, you can never be too careful, especially during these last few races of the. So you've just got to basically just pray and hope. Basically, in that first sector, because obviously it being Japan, it can happen, and obviously we have a track record, especially this season, of messing up on the opening lap. We can't afford to do that this time. We have all our reputation that we gained throughout the season's absolutely plummeted. So it's probably more than likely I will start off next season driving for Williams, which I'm okay with. It just means that, you know, as soon as I get an offer from another team mid-season, I move on and just see how it goes. Unfortunately, I've got myself to blame. I really have. I've just not driven I've not driven well at all, and I don't know. Just
we're almost ready to go then, and this is what the starting grid looks
like I said, hopefully by Wednesday or Thursday we should have this season over with, and we'll find out our fate. But like I said, we've got time to try and win favours back with the teams around us. Like I said, Renault have plummeted, and that ideally is the next team I'd like to go to. But like I said, we'll just see what happens. Hamilton only starting in 8th, that's bad. Like I said, 11th and 12th for us, so I'm starting 12th, not who's got to penalty. Someone's got to penalty, a penalty. It's Nico Hulkenberg. Hulkenberg has the penalty. Okay, I'm okay with that. Let's crack on with this race then, shall we? It's a wet race for the entire Grand Prix. Gonna up it to... I don't know, actually. Let's leave it on 55, actually. If we have to do any fuel saving, we'll. But it's going to be raining throughout the whole race now. Is it going to be that sort of rain where it, you know, it goes to dries? You can never be too careful in these conditions. But, like I said, we need something like this to hopefully, I don't know, sort of stabilise our form at the minute. Because as I said before, our form has been absolutely terrible. We should be pitting lap 26, so let's get this race underway, shall we? So we'll see how it goes. Like I said, anything can happen. But here we go. The lights are counting down in Japan at Suzuka. 5 lights. And away we go. Ooh, that's quite nice. Oh, but the second phase of the start was horrible. I had to hand the position back to Grosjean. So something happened at turn 1. Let's have a look, because I weren't quite sure what happened. Something happened up ahead. Mandalay next, lurking while I'm working on school stuff. Hey, well, that's alright, man. If that's what you want to do, I'm okay with that. Welcome to the stream, buddy. Oh, well, yeah. I'm not sure if I'm following you, so I do need to make a note of your tag, which I will. It's not going to be a problem. How do I get my? Anyway, no, no. There we go. Oh, well, like I said, welcome to the stream. I hope you like it. Anyway, like I say, let's find out what happened, okay? I'm not going to use a flashback or anything. Oh, okay. So apparently I can't use it. Let's just have a look further back. So Raikkonen's off the track. Raikkonen off the track with Hamilton. So something's happened to Kimi. Oh, the two McLarens are off as well. Ooh. There's a Toro Rosso veering off as well. Everyone's veering off. What the hell? Actually, I don't mind you lurking. Glad you chose me to sort of lurk with. But anyway, like I say, the race is underway. No safety car being called out, surprisingly. Right, so we went from P12 to P10. We're in the points. Just need to hold it now. Get a feel for the conditions and try and see if we can make any sort of ground. It's our teammate that's behind us as well. Alright. What are we going to be like in the rain? Last time we raced in the rain, it was at Belgium. We crashed out on the first lap. Car feels more stable here in the wet, so that's a positive. Need to gain confidence riding around the corners here. It's a P10. We're on a point at the momento. I'm trying to capture Romain Grosjean, who is behind his teammate at the minute. Oh, Grosjean's got wider. Oh, we've done the same thing, but even worse. Trying to hold it. Definitely need aero performance on this car, which we are starting to work towards now. Our upgrade we're going to buy is the positioning of the fuel tank, which will is basically to do with the weight reduction on the car. So across that will we'll get that before the end of the spotlight. It's going to take 4 weeks to come to the car, so we might not even see it. Massa and Kvyat behind them. So let's not forget, guys, we've still got Hamilton, Raikkonen that have got to make the track, unfortunately, at the replay camera at the end of this race. We are a bit of ground to these guys. Oh, that felt nice through there. Japan on this game tends to be a track I struggle at. Get off the curb. Do a 49.7. Probably not the sort of laps I want to be doing, but we did going into the first corner, so let's hope we don't do it this time. Oh, the back end steps out a little bit, so that's going to cost even more time. Oh, it survived more than a lap, so that's promising. Like I said, 50 laps to go. We are struggling though. Around the hairpin, try and get the power down nicely. At the minute, 2 Hasses are being cast adrift of the cars in front. I don't think we have the pace around here today to match those cars. So if we can at least stick with the Hasses, give them a bit of trouble, like I say, hopefully allow Massa to do something with them as well. That would be nice. At the minute, like I said, no DRS as well, which is God save at the minute, especially with my teammate behind me. We are the quickest car in a straight line. All season, upgraded the engine. Maybe upgraded it a bit too much, maybe. Because obviously struggling with grip and downforce. Magnussen definitely holding up Grosjean at the minute. Don't you even dare consider changing to another strategy. We do 49.1, so at the minute we are 3 seconds a lap slower than Vettel. Oy. But we did lose the back end going into the corner, so maybe it's not all bad. Oh, Magnussen's locked up. I'm sorry, I'm not having that. That's a joke. That is an absolute joke. He just turns across me. I hate using flashbacks, guys. I really do. Sometimes the game just gives you no other opportunity, especially when it messes you over like that. Sorry, I was going to use the F word there, but not sure if there's any youngsters watching, so just once actually curtailing my bad language. Got a bit of a gap on Massa this time round. Magnussen definitely holding up Grosjean. I don't think it's going to take Grosjean long to pass Magnussen. So if we're going to make any sort of moves on Roman, we need to do it now. Like I said, we are the quickest car in a straight line, so the straights will help us out tremendously. We just need to make sure we hold it through fast corners, which at the minute, this part of the season has been a struggle. Back end stepped out again going into it, which cost us a bit of time. 49.0. Magnussen keeps going wide at the first corner. Caught in the dirty air then. I wasn't able to put the power down without risking going wide. Oh, that felt nice through there. We're getting that. Can we pick up the slipstream of both the cars? Even so, I think in the wet, trying to make a move around 130R probably isn't the best of ideas. However, going into the chicane is another question. Alongside Roman. Are we through? Yes, we are, up into 9th place. Got moved on. Oh, Massa! Is he going to make the move down the inside? I think he did. What a move by Felipe Massa. Romain Grosjean passed by both Williamses. Well, in the space of one straight, basically. Amazing stuff there from the Williams number 2 driver. Well, my performances recently, he should be number 1. To be fair though, we've only had 2 bad performances in the last 4 races, and both of them we retired basically on the first lap. However, Italy, like I said, we were screwed out of a podium. We were running second for the whole race, defending from Bottas and Vettel, who were busy fighting each other as well. Vettel and Bottas both fighting over this 2020 World Championship. And yeah, we hit, it was a drying track, I think it was actually. And yeah, they decided to pit Massa, who was just in front of me, first. I was absolutely fuming at, so I thought I could try and get to the end on the wet tyres. It proved out to be the wrong decision, and lost out, fell down to 5th. So, like I say, just these things can. Oh, that was okay. That was okay through there. And then obviously Singapore. Doing really well. We recovered from falling right to the back of the grid, fought our way up to 2nd place, only to crash out late on in the race, which was unfortunate. Right, so the track is drying, even though it said it was going to rain for the whole race. Come on, rain, you need to get harder. Don't let it dry up. I don't want to be racing around on a wet track with dry tyres. Thing is, though, I can see the dry line, which is frustrating. Vettel doesn't do fastest lap 1:46.9. Trying to pick up Magnussen's slipstream. We do a 48.4. Magnussen under pressure once again. He's really struggling in these conditions. So we're on lap 8 out of 53. We're back up right behind Magnussen. So we're pretty quick in a straight line. That's going to save us around tracks like USA, Mexico, stuff like that. hoping we can utilise that. Again, tracks where we tend to struggle. That was probably one of the easiest moves I've ever made. I think Magnussen went wide going into it, but still. And that's 8th place. It's Hamilton who's in 7th, actually. So Hamilton's stuck behind some cars at the minute. You can see he's in a whole squabble of cars, actually. Well, that's both Hasses dealt with. We can now try and build up a bit of a gap over these guys. That would be nice. Around the Japanese circuit, again, one of my fondest memories around this circuit was Damon Hill clinching the World Championship for Williams in 1996. Absolutely emotional scenes on my end, as him being my favourite driver of all time and always will be. So driving for Williams as well made it extra special. And unfortunately I've only got the one win at Williams. Got 2 wins last season, one in a Toro Rosso, one in a Haas, at Canada and Monza respectively. We'll have a look at the chat in a sec, look if anything's been said. Oh, hello, Verandio, good evening, buddy. I hope you're well. Yeah, look at that, we're already leaving Magnussen. Are we doing anything about Hamilton? No, we're losing time on the cars in front, which is fine. I'll just be happy to score some points today after what's happened over the last few races. Yeah, 28 points behind the lead. I shouldn't really be surprised at that. Yeah, I find that it's taken 5 to 2 seconds a lap. But not with sort of around here. Like I say, we're losing absolutely fun. A minute. Did have a 1-second gap, a lot less than that. Need to hook up some gap. It rained throughout the whole of the race. Just need to not make any mistakes. I think there might be a Renault ahead of us of Nico Hulkenberg, because by rights we should be 7th, best of the rest. I don't know, there again, it's the Force Indias as well you've got to take into account as well. So let's have a look at the race director at the minute, see what's going on. Feeling a bit rubbish, but hey, it could be. Well, it's interesting you talk about Williams' history. I was a fan of there because of Mansell Hill just solidified that, and I'm still a fan today. Yep, of course I am. And I always will be. It's just one of them things, that the nostalgia things growing up, you see like someone win and you just absolutely in awe. Okay, so it's not Nico Hulkenberg. Raikkonen down in 18th, so he's got to make his way through the field. Right, okay. I'm sorry to hear that you're feeling rubbish, man. What's wrong? And if Mandalay Nex is still watching, what sort of work are you? Like I say, if I have to stay at Williams for another season, I'm more than happy to do that. It means I get a nice haul of points for over the winter to pick whatever upgrades I want. It's that middle sector, we struggle through that middle sector, and the gap like comes back down between myself and Magnussen. You'll see now, it'll be about 1.3 seconds. Do a new personal best, 48.3. Almost 2 seconds slower than the lap Vettel just did, but like I said, we are in a Williams after all. I mean, yeah, you would say that having the fastest engine in the field would give us a boost, but when your car is as rubbish as mine is, aerodynamically and chassis-wise, you kind of have to accept that all you've got to go on is the grunt. So just need to nail the apexes. Quite confident of staying in front of Magnussen. So some drivers might try the two-stop. Not this one. Lap 26 is what it said it wants us to... I don't want the line to dry. Do a 48.1. Got 1.8 between ourselves and Magnussen. All gone wide into the first, coming out of the first corner that time. Oh my god, I've just seen the size of the gap between the car that's at the back of the train behind me and then the next car. They're just coming out of the bloody chicane now. I'm at the top of the hill. That's insane. Laps to go in this Japanese Grand Prix. We're running around in 8th place at the minute, which seems like, should the race, providing there's no retirements or a safety car or anything like that, this is probably where we're going to finish. We're losing time on the cars in front, and we're slowly, 10th by 10th, pulling away from Magnussen. Car going all sideways through there. Well, the best of laps from us, it's going to be 48.8. Not the best. Not the worst. Just have a quick look, see. Wow! I was talking to a German streamer the other day about how, despite McLaren being the big one and British team, finally Williams was close if we got to an F1 English national team, sort of like our version of F.I.A. Yeah. Well, like I said, to be honest, I honestly feel that it is a battle between McLaren and Williams for the the British team thing. And I would probably have to give it to McLaren, just because they've been around longer. And like I said, I'm sorry to hear that you're ill, pal. I hope you recover. And yeah, like I said, Jensen joined Williams in 2000. Only had that one season there. That was their first season with BMW engines. And like I say, it was a shame because he would have been in a race-winning car the season after. Just a shame that they wanted Juan Pablo Montoya more. And like I say, they got him. And Jensen went to Benetton, a very uncompetitive Benetton in 2001. And like I say, it was just I wonder what would have happened had Jensen stayed at Williams. I mean, like I say, Williams in 2003 was a major threat to Ferrari. I'm taking it easy. Tell you what, Magnussen is doing really well to hang on to us at the minute. At least the back end doesn't step out this time, but Magnussen is a lot closer. So I feel looking plus 149. Not going to touch it because, knowing my luck, I'll end up having to fuel save at some point. But there are blue skies up in the air. The gap for the last 2 laps has stayed at 1.5 seconds between myself and K-Mag. I'd like it to go up, please. We get, yay, we gained 3 tenths in that final sector. The sky does look like it's opening up, so I wonder if we will actually run on the dry tyres on a wet track. Dives up the inside, down towards the hairpin. Kobayashi hairpin, as I like to call it, back in 2010. 2011, Kamui Kobayashi made some fantastic moves in an uncompetitive Sauber. Oh, the gap's actually over 2 seconds for a change between myself and K-Mag. We finally finding a rhythm. There we go, one mistake and all the gap goes. We do our new personal best though, it's a 47.9. I'll tell you what as well, guys. I've just noticed there's a bit of a gap opening up between ourselves and, well, me, K-Mag, and we're dropping for my teammate. Well, our teammates, because Grosjean's behind Massa. That line is beginning to look dry again. 2.6 back end went on us there, so I honestly think we're going to get the call for dries very soon. It just, I don't know, I feel like I've got less grip now around this track. Vettel does a 45.9. Ten laps to go before our pit stop. At least this time we missed a curb. And 2/10. Oh, battery, 32%. We do, don't we? We do tend to get decent Japanese drivers. Takuma Sato, obviously Kamui Kobayashi. Those two have been my favourite Japanese drivers whilst I've been watching F1. The likes of Ukyo Katayama and Tora Takagi didn't quite make the grade in my eyes. Oh, and let's not forget the legend himself, Yuji Ide. Yuji Ide. Just wetting my whistle, guys. Having some nice Pepsi Max Cherry, the drink of the gods. I've been watching F1 since '96, so some drivers I do remember. Carried a bit too much speed there going into the corner. I don't want to move on to a different tyre. I want to stay on the inters for the whole race. The track doesn't look that wet anymore. It looks greasy, but it doesn't look wet. Quite clearly, you can still see the rain coming down. Oh, we've lost it. Lost the back of the car. Need to knuckle down, try and get him back. All that hard work gone. We built the gap up to about 2.6 seconds. Just threw the car off the circuit. What's that fuel doing? It's going down slowly, so I can't really afford to use rich mix. So we just need to hold it together. We can get him. Got him once, we can do it again. Toro Rosso at the back of that queue. So it goes Massa, Grosjean, and I think it's Sainz. So we're keeping Magnussen in sight. Got 2 seconds. We do a 47.8. Not quite the 45s that Vettel's doing, but I expect to be doing Vettel's well. Sometimes I wish in the wet I would be able to, but it doesn't work at every track. We've gained 4/10 of Magnussen in that first sector. This gap's gone from 2 seconds to 1.6. Grosjean's got past Massa. Massa's made a mistake somewhere. I can't remember how my race went with Haas around here last season. Can't remember where I finished. All I do know is I'm going to have that Haas bearing down on me very shortly. We begin lap 20. Oh, nice! 47.5 through there. Let's have a look in the chat, see what's going on. Blundell, don't forget Brundle as well. See, Frentzen, unfortunately, I can't ever forget. One, he stole Damon Hill's place at Williams in '97, and two, for whatever reason, he made the '99 Jordan work, and Hill couldn't. So I do envy him for that. Panis, obviously, is the last Frenchman to win a Grand Prix, believe it or not. Back in Monaco '96, so 21 years later, and we still haven't had a Frenchman win a Grand Prix. Honestly thought Romain Grosjean would win a Grand Prix, especially when he was doing really well in 2013. Still could happen. Oh, caught the wrong line there. Gap's 2.8 between ourselves and Grosjean, so we are pulling away from Grosjean, I think. Vettel does a 45.7. 1.8, we're off Vettel at the minute. I think that gap is more than 1.6. I hate to say, oh dear, almost made a mistake again. Well, we have made a mistake, we've gone off. Also losing grip on these inters now. Perez is slowing down, he's got a problem with his car. Can we capitalise on that? Gap 1.8 between ourselves and Magnussen. Not the best there from us, but at the end of the day, you cars running wide. Just got to. I believe that we can catch Magnussen. I really do. Oh, track is dry. Track is dry. Look at that. Haas are quicker than us at the minute. Does seem to be a recurring pattern this. The Haas seems to be quick for a few laps and then backs off, and then we seem to be quick. But is tyre wear playing a factor now? Yeah, we're being caught by Romain Grosjean. Took a wider line there than necessary. Right, so we're at tracks as well now, where I'm not that good as well, so that is also having a part to play. Japan, USA and Mexico are tracks where I seem to struggle on this game. Look at that, look how close Grosjean is to me. Oh, Magnussen's got a mechanical problem. That's what I want to hear. Shame, because Magnussen was looking like he was really getting away. Well, yeah, I think the right call was to stick with what we've got now. Look at Magnussen screaming all over the place. I think he's burnt out his tyres as well. And we are through, we're past Kevin Magnussen. Hamilton's still only 12.7 seconds up the road. I thought it'd be at least 17 by now. Yeah, Magnussen holding up Grosjean, and then Grosjean will be back on our tails once again. We've got 30 laps left of this race, almost entering the second half of it. our tyre wear? Tyre wear 62%. Yeesh. Just about get it to our recommended pit stop. 12.4 seconds. We're gaining on Hamilton. Hamilton being held up by Perez, I'm guessing. Oh no. Grosjean, what have you done? I don't know how to make Jeff come through the stream. If you can help me with that, man. I'm not quite sure how to do that, but let's have a look. All right. So Magnussen, being passed by his teammate. Let's not forget that Magnussen's got an issue at the minute. Oh no, he just loses it on his own. Oh. Just lost it behind Grosjean, and that was it. That's all she wrote. I'll be in 2 laps. There we go, Hamilton's past Perez. So he was being held up by the Mexican with his problems. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. Oh, gotta be careful of that white line, especially in the wet. Oh, we're pitting at the end. Is it this lap? Lap 25? No, it's the end of the next lap. Bet everyone can't wait for the new tyres. I know I can't. So stay clear of that curb. That curb almost put us in the wall. Now open as we go offline to try and cool these tyres down. There's Perez, you can see him just up the road. .1 seconds, that's not too bad. That's correct. The car going through there. Tyre wear is 70%. I wouldn't normally... Well, this... Like I said, I would normally pit now anyway. I don't like my tyres going over 70% really, because that is the point of no return. As we're pitting this lap anyway, for a new set of tyres. Perez comes in, as do we. Oh, just slowed it down. Alright, cheers man, that'll help. That'll be really helpful. Oh, we got held up by the Haas driver. Oh, fresh tyres at last. Now, will Perez still have his problem, or will that be fixed? Oh, again, just scraping that white line. I don't think Magnussen... No, it won't be Magnussen, it'll be Massa, won't it? I think Massa's not pitted, which is why I'm in 9th. Makes sense, really. Magnussen isn't going to score points today, after his little spin. Bit unfortunate, but like I say, these things do happen in Formula 1. Doesn't matter how you deal with it. Yep, Massa's in the pits. Now, are we able to keep up with Perez? 1.2, I think we're able to. Oh, hello, yellow flag's gone there. Two cars caught on each other. That's Massa in the pits, don't need to worry about that, don't need to worry about that. Oh no. Right, this is not helping me. Something is going on, and I want to know what. Right. Ah, right, okay. So Van Dorn's got a puncture, and Toro Rosso just caught behind. Right, okay, that makes sense. to gain some fuel back, which is good. Definitely think we're going to have to do some fuel saving though. Come up to the McLaren of Van Dorn, whose season goes from bad to worse. Honda's home Grand Prix, let's not forget. No retirements yet, we're on lap 28. Good reliability from the cars around here today. A few near misses with Magnussen, myself and Van Dorn. Is that Massa? Or is that the Toro Rosso? I don't know actually. I think it is Felipe. Tell you what, Felipe's on a charge. Oh wow, we purpled the final sector. That's good. Perez really holding us up here at the minute. Oh, Perez, don't let Grosjean through. Still side by side, I think Grosjean's got the move done. Indeed he has. Right, now, that means Grosjean's going to come after me. It does mean as well that when Perez gets his issues sorted, he's going to be all over the back of us as well. Right, we're 7.5 behind Lewis. Oh, there's Van Dorn. He's only just got round and he's come out of the pits right out in front of us. I was hoping for a clean lap here as well, and I'm being held up by another car. Oh, something's happened going through 130R. To be honest, F1 sounds, I don't really care. Like I said, we've got. Hang on. There's Raikkonen. Raikkonen's. Oh dear! It's Raikkonen that's off the circuit. Kimi Raikkonen off the circuit once again, second time in this race. Oh, Van Dorn gets completely out of the way. I think Perez's problems is fixed because he's all over the back now of Grosjean. Ocon, fastest lap of the race. We do a 47.3. Come on, we need a, this is our chance now to do a clean lap. No cars in front of us. And we make a mistake going through the first corner. Oh, it's going to be... That's as long as we don't throw it off the road, because I reckon this time if we throw it off the road we're not catching the car ahead. .1 seconds. Are we catching Lewis Hamilton? Bottas 44.7, that's more like it. Is it just taking these guys longer to pit because they don't really need to? Just need to keep Grosjean at an arm's length. So what's going on with Lewis? Lewis is not running at full capacity in this race. We're at 46.5. 7.8, we're catching Lewis Hamilton. I've heard nothing over the radio saying anything about Lewis having a lack of power or anything like that. To be honest, you might not think it, but this race is quite intense. I can't afford to make any sort of slip up because I've got guys right behind me that ain't leaving me alone. Get to lap 35 and then I'll look in the chat and see what's going on. 7 seconds. Oh, back end steps out. Oh, hello. What's going on at the hairpin? We do a 46.2. Someone's gone on at the hairpin. Exactly. Exactly. An F1 engine, it's F1. It doesn't take away. It doesn't take away from the sport. Right? Okay. Is it these two? Let's have a look. It's Vettel lock up going into the hairpin. Oh, he does. Oh, Sebastian, what have you done? The two title rivals, and it's Vettel that has the problem. Not often you see a mistake from Vettel like that, but he's locked up going into the hairpin, and I believe he's given Valtteri Bottas the lead. Come on, turn in. It's our mistake there. While one Mercedes is leading the other one, not doing so well in this race. Japanese Grand Prix does tend to be a favourite of Lewis Hamilton, so why he's not doing well, I don't know. It's been a horrible first sector from us. Yet we still green it somehow. There is still plenty of pace to find around that first sector. We just need to find it and be more brave. Get off that damn curb. I'm frightened of touching that curb now. Can't believe Hamilton's just down the road. .2. That's alright, that's fine by me. Jeff is basically saying that the dry line isn't there yet. Don't even think about asking for dry tyres. Bottas does a 44.5. Grosjean looking ever closer as well. There is Lewis going around 130R. Once again, purple in that final sector. Oh, back end once again, we just touched the curb and it was enough to put us into a half spin. Perez has passed Grosjean as well. Right, holding back Perez is going to be even trickier. Mercedes powered car. Like to think that we may just be able to stay in front of Perez in a straight line, but I think it's going to be difficult. Judging by that, I think it's going to be difficult. Perez still seems to be one of the few drivers that can actually pass me quite easily. Someone went wide coming out of turn 1. Whatever issues Lewis is having, I don't. Oh, there again, it's gone down to 3.2. Repeatedly tapping the brake button there. Someone's gone wide or someone's got a puncture. Oh, I think Sainz has got a puncture. There's Lewis. I can't believe we're catching Lewis. What is up with him? Force India is really quick in a straight line. Oh, hello! Someone's in front of Hamilton. Just saw another flash of another car. Once again, oh, we got a much better drive that time coming off the final corner. Gap 2.2. To Renault. So it's either Palmer or Hulkenberg. So again, someone's gone wide. Went out of turn 1. .15 laps left of this race. We're still gaining on Lewis Hamilton, but we're at that stage now where we may need to fuel save very soon. Let's have a look in the chat, see what's going on. Yeah, I saw that. I mean, I haven't watched the race, but I've seen pictures, obviously, of the F1 logo. And, like I say, at the end of the day, so what if they changed it? Things change. Deal with it. Hamilton's got... I think Hamilton's got brake issues. I said Perez is quite clearly faster than us at the minute, so there's no reason why Hamilton shouldn't be faster than us. I think we are going to get laps in this race, that's for sure. No bones about that. Lap 40, 13 laps to go. I've not seen Hamilton in a while, mainly because he's been in superlative form, winning every race since Spa. Can't remember whether he won Hungary. Oh, thank you, Jolyon Palmer. Oh, Hamilton's locked up. Hamilton's locked up and he's allowed Perez through. Why has he done that? Hamilton's back through. Hamilton's backed off. Go on, Palmer, get out of my bloody way. There we go, guys. P6. We started in P12. Actually, you know what? Has Hamilton got wing damage? That they haven't changed over because it's minor. Bottas 44-2. Yeah, we're definitely not catching Ocon. So now the aim of the game is to stay in front of Perez, Hamilton, Grosjean. Like I said, provided we don't make any mistakes, there's no reason why we can't finish in front of Perez. He doesn't seem, at the minute, to be able to do anything about us. One little mistake and he'll be through. No mistakes like that. like I said, we need to finish 3 DNFs in the last 4 races. Is not good enough from us. So lap 1, it was raining in Belgium in lap 1 and we crashed out. In Monza we were going to finish in P2, but the team decided to bring Massa in for dry tyres before me, and obviously I then got flustered and decided to carry on for another couple of laps. Wrong decision, finished P5. Singapore, we qualified 7th. We basically had an incident on the first lap that smashed off our entire front wing. We were lucky not to retire then. So we were at the back of the grid. We fought our way up to 2nd place on a nice little strategy, and like I say, guys, we were doing brilliant. We were managing to hold off Vettel and whatnot, just doing enough to stay in front. It was going to be difficult later on in the race, but we were doing it, and yeah, we ended up crashing off at the Singapore sling, was it? It was somewhere. We just lost the back end. Tapped the wall, and that spun us into the next wall, which knocked off our wheel. Retiring from 2nd place is a heartbreak. Obviously lap 1 in Malaysia, we were struggling all weekend through fast corners. It proved our downfall again, and someone crashed into the back of us and retired us from the race. Here we go now, Perez. He's going to have a full run at us here. I had to keep my foot down. I want this more than anything with 10 laps to go. There's no reason why I can't get it. So many cars making mistakes going into the first corner out on their own. It's you never normally see this. It's really good to see. No mistake that. Oh god. There's been no mistake, we will veer over to the other side of the track, but at least he's not alongside us going into 130R. Again, back end stepped out. It's going to give Perez a run at us going into turn 1. And Perez is through. Again, Perez forced us into a mistake. Couldn't hold him back. It's just too quick. But with Perez gone, it does mean now we can at least focus on trying to get to the end of the Grand Prix without making any unnecessary mistakes. We've got a 3-second gap over Lewis Hamilton, who's still got Romain Grosjean all behind him. But I think Lewis has got some sort of damage either to his wing or brakes or something like that, because he's just not. He's, to be honest, he's not been at the races all weekend because he qualified in 8th. This is Lewis Hamilton. He doesn't qualify in 8th. So look, see what's going on in the chat. Belgium back to earth, yeah. Oh, it's certainly back to earth for me after a decent race in Hungary. Does look like it's raining a little heavier now. Track has got darker. Gap is... So we're pulling away from Hamilton, which is good. DRS enabled. DRS on a wet track. What on earth are these guys smoking? We've got cowboys running it. Cowboys in Liberty Media. Come on. Quite close enough for DRS. We're doing new fastest lap for us anyway, 1:46.1. .8 seconds in front of Massa. What? We came out the pits. Massa was right behind us. Still being chased by Grosjean. Like I say, if Hamilton weren't having his problems, then we'd have Grosjean all over us. The only difference is we've got a lot more engine power than Grosjean. Trying to do what I can, trying to stick with Perez best I can, just not working at the minute. But like I say, a finish in the points is a finish, and a very welcome one. Oh, hello. We'll have a look, see whether anyone else pits. Not making the mistake of going round and pitting. I'm in too much of a good place. No one's pitting. No one is pitting, so why should I? Sorry, Jeff, I'm not throwing this one away. Five laps to go. Unless I see cars in the pit lane, then I'll pit. Ask me every lap, Jeff, but like I say, I'm not doing it unless someone pits. At the minute, no one is doing that. Well, everyone else thinks they're on the right tyre, so yeah, I'm staying on these tyres. Like I said, we're only 2/10 off our lap time, so yeah, not pitting. No, it's just a case of just getting this car home, scoring points for Williams. That's all that matters to me now. Massa pits. So you're making the leap of faith. Still pulling away from Hamilton as well. Gap's 5.7 seconds. How many will pit? That is the question. No one else seems to. Oh, blimey. Quite a few people there. I say, guys, do you guys agree? Who's watching the chat? Do you agree that I shouldn't pit and just keep going? I honestly do. Hamilton's pitted. Hamilton's pitted, which has released Grosjean. Tyre wear. Oh my god! Yeah, I need to pit. Jeez Louise. Glad I spotted that. And we pit. Don't think Grosjean is, and we're going to finish a lap behind. So we've been forced into this pit stop. Hamilton on the super softs. Oh, I've lost the place to Kvyat as well. There's Lewis, 2.5 behind me. How quickly is he going to catch me? Well, we've only got one more lap to worry about that. Oh crap, he's took a second out of me. This is our final lap. Yeah, Lewis is back. There's Felipe as well. Should have pitted for the super softs. Oh, where's the leader? Oh, damn it! Oh, he was behind me. And they were getting points, that's all that matters. I don't think we can be passed by Kvyat. I think Kvyat's been lapped, so just going to bring this car home, score a couple of points for Williams, which, like I said, is more than we've done over the last 2 races. Like I said, especially around, like I said, around a track like Japan where we have struggled in the past, scoring points here has been an absolute morale booster. Yep, there's the winner, Valtteri Bottas, so we definitely can't be passed. So we're in Season 4, guys, so far, if you're new to the channel, 2017, Bottas won it, 2018, Hamilton won it, 2019, Vettel won it, and obviously here, 2020, it's Bottas who's currently leading. Oh, well, it's a fight between Vettel and Bottas, should I say. And it's a finish in P9. We actually improved our lap time on the course of that lap. 9th place. I can be happy with that. Been a good race. Unfortunately, we wasn't able to continue. Like I say, seeing 85% on my front left. I had to pit. Admittedly, we made the wrong decision in going back onto the Inters, but I played it safe. Like I say, you can see it in there. It was still raining. I didn't want to risk losing too much, so I thought just stick with what I know. Because we were quite comfortably handling the conditions there, so it was, you know, it was nice.
And it highlights just how much of a team sport this really
Did I just see a Force India on the podium?
As well, though. There's no good having a well-oiled machine behind the scenes without a talented hand on the wheel, of course.
And here are our podium drivers today after that.
Yeah, there is. Con, my rival, finished 3rd. What a race! What happened to the Ferraris? Vettel in the early part of this Grand Prix as well, locked up going into the hairpin, not the spoon, the other one. And yeah, with no name unless you guys know what it's called.
And now let's take
Okay guys, so your classifications for this Japanese Grand Prix. Valtteri Bottas wins, Ricciardo's 2nd, Ocon 3rd. He hangs on to his podium by a 1/10 of a second. You lucky, lucky sod. Wow. Vettel 4th, Verstappen 5th, Perez 6th, Grosjean 7th, Lewis Hamilton 8th. I finished 9th, scoring 2 points for Williams. Kvyat in 10th, then Massa 11th, Hulkenberg 12th, Verline 13th, Alonso 14th, Raikkonen down in 15th. Oh, well, of course, yeah, he went off, didn't he? Ericsson 16th, Carlos Sainz 17th, Magnussen 18th. Palmer 19th, Magnussen lost it as well when his teammate passed him going into 130R. Palmer 19th and Van Dorn 20th. Guys, there was no retirements from this Grand Prix. On this game, that is very rarely see that happen. Vettel, going into the USA Grand Prix, holds a 11-point lead over Valtteri Bottas, who takes over Kimi Räikkönen to go 2nd in the championship. We are on 90 points, 10 points in front of Ocon. How many points are we on? 90. Bloody hell, we had a lot more points last season. Ferrari are leading the constructors on 20 points. Well, by 20 points in front of Mercedes. Red Bull 3rd, Force India 4th, Williams in 5th. I tell you what, it's nice to finish a Grand Prix again. Just like I said, after the disaster that was Malaysia, and you know, the heartbreak of Singapore. Well, no, it was the heartbreak of Italy and Singapore, and the absolute shoddiness of Belgium and Malaysia. It's just nice to be back with some points. Yeah, not surprised by that. We get... That's it. Our interest, Renault's interest in us goes up, which is good. Force India no longer like us. Oh, you are kidding me. Okay, we'll do the USA short race considering we're there next. Let's drive the 96 Williams. I do honestly think we're going to be driving for Williams at the start of next season. Like I say, it's our own fault. It's our own fault. Just, you know, 3 retirements in 4 races is not on. Well, it's now 3 retirements in 5 races, so it shouldn't be that bad.
Welcome to today's invitational event, where some of the world's finest drivers will be treating us to a special exhibition of some of the sport's most
Right,
iconic
so
cars.
I've done this one a couple of times, which is quite fun. It's quite fun to do, especially trying to hold back the faster cars. Here we go. The lights count down. That was an ambitious move on the... I can't believe I'm trying 2008 with McLaren. Oh, okay, the 98 McLaren made it through as well. Fighting a 2008 McLaren for pretty much a whole lap was interesting. seen how far that McLaren's got away from me. That's how much quicker it is. A car that is 12 years younger than this one. I still think this car handles beautifully. My idol's championship winning car. Look at that though. Quite quicker than that 98 McLaren. And Jay Leteranu wins the Grand Prix. Finished first out of the Class 2 cars. Challenging itself, but we did it. You always have one of them bloody 98 McLaren side though.
Out onto the podium at the end of a thrilling Grand Prix. The drama and excitement are, and it's time to let it all sink in. Congratulations to our top three today.
Right, okay. That was good, I enjoyed that. We are here as well at Tech. Got some uploading to do first, so I'll watch a bit of TV. As soon as the missus goes, upload some videos to YouTube. But like I say guys, that was practically going to be it for this stream. Thank you very... But like I say guys, thank you very much for watching. This has been Raritron89. Do hit that follow button so you can see more F1 content that will be coming your way. We've got the USA Grand Prix coming out tomorrow, and then we'll have the Mexican Grand Prix tomorrow night. Like I said, do subscribe to the YouTube page as well, which is Raritron89. You can see how seasons 1, 2, 3 and 4 has gone if you want to catch up with the series so far. But until we meet again guys, take care. Thank you all for watching. Do hit that follow button again. I will see you soon for the Grand Prix of the Americas, the USA Grand Prix at Texas. Can't wait. Ish. I just want a good race. Take care guys.